Hi guys, welcome back. This is now issue 48 of Build the Classic Routemaster. Okay, so this is issue 48, and we've got the front section of the bus. So, without further ado, let's go down and we'll crack on. So, let's open the packet and see what we've got. Okie doke, so, not as many parts in this issue, but oh, look at that, we've got some nice detail in this one. So, in this issue we're going to be fitting the rear bench seats on the lower deck, which were assembled in the previous issue. The front walls of the bus extends across the width of the vehicle behind the driver's seat, forming the back wall of the cab and extending across beneath the canopy in front of the front left passenger seats. So, in this we've got not too many parts. Looks like we've got 3 parts and some screws. So I'm going to carefully open this. We'll check off the parts. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm going to grab my screw pot down. My parts tray. Get the screws out. There we go. So we've got 48A, which is this front wall. This is plastic and it's got a lovely finish. Really impressed with that. Okay. And we've also got the 48B, which is a utility box. Just brown piece here. And we've also got a fire extinguisher. And that is metal. That is made of metal, and it says on it, not that I can see. Let me just put the glasses on, see if I can read what it says. No, it's still too small. It's got some detail on it, but I can't quite make out what it says. But that is fantastic. Yeah, metal. So, let's crack on. Right, I'm sorry, before we start, we've got some DP screws. So I'll just grab them out. I've still got the JPs in there from the last issue, because I think we'll be needing them soon. Possibly not in this issue though. I don't think. But then it surprises you, doesn't it? I haven't actually looked at the magazine yet, so we've got DP and NM screws there. So, okay. Right, we are going to be working backwards, so we don't need this for the minute. Going to put that to the side, and we're going to need the floor. So let me just grab the floor. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this issue is we're going to position the right footrest, which we had in the last issue. So I'm just going to grab that now, which I think is this one. Position the right footrest so that the edge of the footrest sits outside the raised rim on the floor, and the 3 screw sockets on the underside of the footrest are aligned with the holes in the floor circled in red. fix in place with 3 JP screws. So this is where we need the JP screws. So the picture is showing on this orientation, and we're going to be working up here. So when we fit this, it will fit in beautifully. It sits over this lip, so if you just bring it in from the inside of the lip and then down, everything lines up beautifully. And this won't, I'm just going to try it. No, it won't fit in the wrong way. You've got obviously the cutout here, which is going to fit the shape of the ridge there. So we're just going to pop that in like so, and then we're going to use 3 JP screws to secure that in from the other side. Now I'm going to do this. Now, as I said in the last issue, I haven't fitted these other seats. I mean, I know it's only 2 seats. I'm going to see how it goes, because if I do have to take these off to fit the side walls, then it's 2 less to take off. But I wanted to do it as per the manual. Okay, enough about that. So I'm going to just carefully hold that in position and then just pop it up on its side. And you may not be able to see this, but just by the speaker, let me just turn it up. You've got the 3 holes there. 1, 2 and 3. And I'm just going to put the 3 JP screws in. I'm going to start in the middle. Just to keep that, in place. And then the 2 edge holes. Just 1 in. So that's enough to hold that into position now. And then I'm just going to, sorry I'm off camera slightly, and then just put the last one in up here. And then I'm going to go along and screw them in. So again, don't go too tight on them. You'll know when to stop. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. And that's perfect. That is really nice and solid. Okay, so step 2, we're going to position the right rear seat frame now. So that is this. And I know this is this because you've got the 2 cutouts here on this side. That is going to be facing the rear of the bus. So that's just going to fit in, and it will fit nicely into the 2 screw holes. And that has gone in beautifully. Now what I had to do when fitting this, I just had to pull this, you see this is flexible, so it's plastic. I just had to pull that out a bit just so it'd seat in the hole. So you can do whatever side you want, and then just carefully from the inside, just pull that across, and then it will line up nicely. And then again, we're going to secure that underneath with 2 of the JP screws. Now obviously be careful, because the whole frame is slightly weak on that join just there. So we just need to be really careful. So I'm just going to get 1 screw in, just enough to grab that. Brilliant. And then the last screw on the other side. Brilliant, and that is now solid. Now where this has got quite a lot of weight to it, it wants to pull this side down even more now, so just be really careful when we fit this. It sort of puts me on edge actually, the amount of weight and the strain it's putting on that middle section, so just support it, and obviously take your time, there's no rush over this. So I'm going to get 2 JP screws ready, or actually I'm going to get 4 ready, because we know we're going to need all 4 again. I'm going to put 1 on the screwdriver. And we're going to do exactly the same for the other side, for the other benches. So, again, we're just going to pop this in. Perfect fit. And it will fit in between there. So that's a really great fit. Went straight in, no problem at all. I'm just going to move this out of the way. I taped up the speaker wire just to keep it protected. There you go. So I'm just going to put the 3 screws in to keep the kick plate in. Actually, I need 5 of these JPs, don't I? I forgot there was 3 on this. Sorry, I know you can't see. I'm just trying to support the frame. But you get a rough idea of what I'm doing. Brilliant, and that is nice and solid. Okay. And then we're going to put the other seat in. Again, same way. Just going to pop one side in, line up the hole. And then yeah, I'm going to have to pull this side out very slightly just to fit that in. There we go. Oh god, it's really heavy, I don't like it. And you see that is seated perfectly. It will go into the holes. So I'm just going to grab another screw out. Or 2. The Ori is so good, it's so magnetic, it just picks up about 5-6 screws at a time. So I'm just going to support that and then just put that screw in to keep that in place, and then the same for the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and then just finish tightening those up. And I'm really happy with that. See, I don't like the way this flexes because you've got the speaker. Can you see that? Because you've got the speaker underneath, it's not sitting level. So just be really careful when you're handling this. You don't want to lift it from one side because you'll end up snapping the plastic tabs that are holding it on underneath. And to be honest, I can't wait to get this fitted to the chassis to get it all strengthened up. Okay, quick sip of tea. So, with that done, we're now on step 5, issue 5, step 5. We're going to position the front wall in the alignment as shown. So, I'm going to carefully move this out of the way, again supporting it from the middle, both sides. And I'm just going to pop this over here out of harm's way. Okay, so it says it wants us to position this in this orientation, okay, because we're going to be working on the back here. So I'm just going to put it downwards for now. I'm just going to grab my microfiber cloth just so I don't scratch the front. Okay, so we're going to take the utility box 48B and position it on the driver's side cab of the wall so that the screw holes are aligned, fixed in place with 2 of the DP screws. So you'll notice on the utility box there's a slight angle that goes downwards. That is going to face downwards, okay, and it's going to go over these 2 holes just here. And that's really clever actually. Yes, this will only go one way. They've staggered the holes ever so slightly. Okay, so if I was to get my ruler and put that straight, can you see? They've staggered the holes. So that will only go one way. So We're going to fix that over there, and that will just pop into place. And then carefully we're going to turn it over, and then holding the box to there, I'm going to screw in, get the screw ready. I'm going to screw in through the back. So I've just started one off, and then I'll do the other side. And that is nice and solid. And there we have the utility box fitted there. Okay. The next step is to position the fire extinguisher 48C next to the utility box and fix in place with 2 of the NM screws. Now, the fire extinguisher, as I say, is made of metal, I believe, and it's got a locating pin on there. So again, this is only going to go one way, but it is obvious because you want the fire extinguisher the correct way up. Okay, and that is going to fit just in there, like so. So I'm going to get an NM screw ready. And I need to get a new screwdriver head for that because it's a bit smaller. Got a smaller head on it. Perfect. So, with my finger, I'm just going to hold that in place and then carefully screw through. Now remember, it may be quite difficult. Let me see. No, it's alright. Just tighten that up. You can afford to go a little bit tighter than usual if you want, but not too much, because obviously we're still screwing through plastic, but we are going into the metal of the fire extinguisher. So you can go a little bit harder than you would for a plastic part, but obviously you've got to be careful that you don't crack the actual plastic of this. But they went in really nice and tight, and that is looking fantastic. So that was it for issue 48. Really coming along nicely. I mean, the detail, I mean, I know I keep banging on about the detail, but the detail, do you know what I mean? It's really, really well thought out, and it looks amazing. Look at that. I know the light's a bit dim, I'm sorry, but yeah, looks really good. Really, really, really enjoying this build. And you know, if you're watching my channel or Penny's channel, and every week you look at the bus and think, oh, that looks good, that looks good, it's worth it. I really, really, really like it. The build quality is absolutely up there. You know, unlike other part works I've done, or one other should I say, and those of you that follow me regularly probably know what I'm talking about, but no, this is absolutely up there. All the parts are of good quality, everything fits as it should at the moment. I mean, also I'm only on issue 48 and there's still 72 issues left, I believe, but so far, apart from the odd problem I've had, nothing major. It's been an absolutely really brilliant build. So if you haven't done this already, then please think about it. It's a really, really great build. I know actually, for one, World of Wayne, he watches the, I'm not sure if he watches my channel here, but he watches our Wednesday show, and yeah, I remember him saying, oh, he's tempted, and all I can say is do it. It's a really, really, really great build. Anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed that anyway. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. As I said last week, if you wish to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee if you wish, and the link is in the description below. Alternatively, I have got an Amazon wish list on the go. So yeah, that is it until next week. So until then, take care, and see you next week.